And alrighty, hey kids, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today we are having a bit of a look-see at the interior of our Mustang. That's pretty much the deal. There's nothing more complicated than that. Story ends. To that end, good. Now, the only thing I would say is we're going to do a bit of identification and we'll soon decide as to, we might do some airbrushing today. I want to airbrush as much of this kit as possible because I think it does come up with a nicer job. That's my take on it anyway. Let's see how we roll. Anyway, now, as always, oh, that's the shit. Now, round we come. Oops, hang on. Oh no, I don't necessarily need the booth on, do I? Because now why is that giving us blurry vision there? There we go. Now, first things first. Let us start isolating the parts we're gonna need. Now, something you might want to consider, if I'm going to do airbrushing, that roof there. Now, give me a moment. What colour is that? Looking. Ah, here we go. Still not finding the. Here we go. Maybe F. They've listed it, or L or F. Being right. You see, this is the. All right. Let's see what L or F is. F is our dark grey. L, a different dark grey. I see, says Blind Man. However, okay, I'm inclined to go with, well, not airbrushing yet, but okay, so. But that dark grey will be the same dark grey as that you use in that little interior area there, which is on a piece, on this piece. So we could conceivably airbrush that, especially depending on how much else we find that is D, which is in fact these floors. Well, this is all getting a bit more clear and apparent as to what we might wish to do. I think they're actually in the frame. We don't put those in, so we're going to need to mask them up. That's fine. Yeah, will make sense. Now, where else do we have? I see. Oh, hang on a moment. There's something I might want to consider. Oh, no, that's good. I was just checking out as to whether or not it was, yeah, if whatever color is in there is the color in the boot area, that's the color we need to do first. Now, all right. Well, really simple terms. I'm just having a quick look to see if there's any other D that we may as well as do. Oh, hello. Yes, there is. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, no, that's just a little bit. We're not going to airbrush that. We'll do that by hand. Deedly. Yes. All coming together. More D. I just realised what they can be construed as in the roof is not D, the roof is F. I believe in the US to do the D or to take the D is dick. It's the bottom line here. So I managed to see if I can find some other way of making reference to our colour selection. All right. This is going to be pretty straightforward, I would suggest. Well, theoretically, we're going to need to do a bit of masking here. And then we are going to do now, next salient point being which dark grey do I wish to use? Something I would like to quickly have a gander at. What was F again? Just checking a few little details here and there before. Oh, wait a minute. Other bits of D, are they likely to be airbrushed? No. No. All right, that's fine. What was it I was checking on? That was it, F. Okay. And right, I've made my decision as to F would be that one, which we're going to use. I'm just making a decision on which. I have two greys I wish to consider. And ultimately, it's going to cut down to which one am I going to use for which. It doesn't, I'm probably splitting hairs, but I'll do that. Now, our two greys are German field grey and soap dark grey. Now, it is my supposition that would be closer to the F because that's going to be have a 50% black in it. And that's a straight dark grey. And just one thing to check before we proceed. Yes, Robin. But we're all good, I would suggest. Oh, hey, Sid. Sydney, how are you doing? Yes, straightforward is indeed famous last words, David. Yeah, I actually don't know how I'd go about setting that up on the tyres. I am going to paint it with the colours of my favourite, of the toy I had when I was a kid, which is largely yellow. I got a really nice yellow for the occasion. I think I'll just give it a bit of a show before we start setting up for our that's probably the yellow I'll be using. I've got a few other options, but that'll be for the main body with a black bonnet, black trim. Now, they do have another one that is dark grey, as in not my paints, although I probably do. What was their other one? It was P. How many parts get P? I don't think many. At which point I can just go, you know what? I'm just using dark grey and you can fuck off. It's a pretty simple equation. Because no one's really going to go, oh my, isn't that the same grey as the other one? If they do, that's where the gently apply. And even then, it's a questionable thing. In fact, it'll be black. Bite me. All right, let's get this show on the road, kids. Oh, is that how yours was set up? I'm basing it on a Matchbox toy I had as a kid, of which I am. No, we don't need this one. What we need is. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Yeah. No, where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is, you dumbass. So we got that. What else is that I wanted to nail? Boom. I think that's right, yeah. Oh, and the wheels, that was it. That was the other part, the wheels I wanted to get to. Being there's an interior part of the wheel that is necessarily grey. There we go. Yep. Okay. This we will now do. Now. Oh, cool. Well, so far as I've seen thus far, it's pretty nice to work with, mate. That much I can confirm. The detail's pretty. Ooh, pretty detail. There's a lot to like about it. Now, give me a moment. Just need to find my wheels. Well, not my wheels, my wheel rims. Have I put them up here still? Oh, where have you put me, you dumbass? Aha! I find them. Alrighty. Boom. Now, it's right about now. I should probably consider moving a bit closer to the desk. So actually, first I will get some tape out. Then I'll move in. And the color we're going to be doing, ding, 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 ding. It's the lighter of the two, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Being that one. Now, up we get. Yeah, right. Wow. Yeah. Sorry to disappoint you, mate, but I'm not going to go that far. Yeah. Nah, sorry, mate. Good effort, though, I've got to say. Now, these interior parts here need to be grey. There's a bit of a drill. There's only the interior, because the outer area, we need to do some tidy ups on that. Needs to be aluminium. All right. So, we'll set that up. We might as well remove the tape from here. There's a bit of masking going to be required here, but that's okay. Might as well leave that there. Now, actually, now I'll take it off and just start fresh. And now, That way we can get a little more precise with our positioning of our tape. I am a detail man, but only with paint. When it comes to the installation of lights and stuff, to me that's here we go. Here's a blast from the past for you. Do you remember the band Madness? Yeah, to put when you start installing lights and stuff, that is here's the Madness reference. One step beyond. Sorry. But yeah, it's to be honest, I actually am not that familiar with how to do it. I know it wouldn't take too much research, but yeah, I'm generally quite happy with. I've seen people do engines. The other thing about it is you got to keep it plugged into stuff for it to happen. Yeah. Anyway, I'm digressing. I am. Now we'll pop these into there. It was. Fun fact: the bass player from Madness, whose name escapes me, used a Rickenbacker, which is the bass that I use, and a lot of big names have used actually. Lemmy from Motorhead was a Rickenbacker boy. Roger Waters, Paul McCartney, well, although he also is more commonly associated with the Hofner 501. Now, next. But yeah, Madness had some great tracks, actually. Now, next. We shall... Actually, I'll give this a quick shake, just get a head start on mixing it all up. Oh, right. Did not know that. Yeah, years ago, I was playing like quite seriously. I played for about 16 years all up. And then martial arts and work took over because I wasn't in a band at the time, wasn't working on any projects, and I just got too busy. And when I got my inheritance from my mum's estate, I decided I'd just get a nice bass, but nothing too exciting, and just do scales, because I always do enjoy doing scales. I enjoy doing technique. And it wasn't long before a mate of mine, indeed the drummer who I had worked with in a previous, or in a band, said, "Look, mate, I'm looking doing a project. Would you like to help me out?" Oh yeah, no worries. And suddenly, I've now got 3 basses, one of which is, the tape on this one's going to be. There's a couple of ways I can go about this. Am I doing it the hard way? Probably. In fact, you know what? Here's a plan, kids. I have a cunning plan. Anyway, and as I was... There we go. Yeah, there we go. And basically, I started taking lessons to improve my technique. That was inspired by Randy Rhoads, though. I read an interview with Bob Daisley, and who was the bass player for Ozzy, when Randy Rhoads was working with him. And apparently when Randy Rhoads got voted Guitar Player of the Year's Guitarist of the Year, or Guitar Player Magazine's Guitarist of the Year, he was he every time they went to, he would track down a music teacher because he wanted to see what he could do to get better. And I thought, if it's good enough for Randy, surely good enough for me. So I started taking lessons, and at one stage, because I had got a 5-string initially, and one of the sound things needed to get repaired. While it was repaired, I got a cheap 4-string that had a better sound, actually, for our purposes. And as I was exploring that, I became aware of, oh, nice. I'm a big fan of Zakk Wylde. He's got some very sexy guitar work. I know him mostly through his work with Ozzy. And I know that certainly the solo he does in, I think it's No More Tears, is widely regarded as one of the best. Anyway, yeah. Along the way of exploring sound, and different sounds and options, I became aware somewhere along the line that Rickenbacker, I wanted to get a chunky sound, and I straight out Googled. And as far as, basses with the best sound for chunk. And the indication was Rickenbacker. Did a bit of an exploration that transpires that Lemmy was a fan, as indeed are many. Geddy Lee from Rush is another one. Anyway, so yeah, so I made some inquiries and discovered they are hellishly hard to get because Rickenbacker only make a certain amount every year. Most of those are bought before they're even released by people in the US and Europe. Getting one over here, nah. You have to get it imported. This I then did. Now, it cost me, this is Australian dollars, $4,500 for the bass and $600 in importation. I had the money, obviously, so I chose to do it. And all I can say, Rickenbacker. There is no substitute. Yeah, kick-ass. And now, the other thing about this little story as well, however, is when I got the Ricky, Ricky, just stop right there. I figured that would be my last bass, because it does cover a whole range of sounds in actuality, not just chunk. You've got like a option on which of your pickups you're using, 1, 2, or both. You got a little tonal app. It does all sorts of bells and whistles. It's great. It is, in fact, my bass teacher is a bit jelly. To him, it's the dream bass. But yeah, anyway. Ha! Yeah, well, that may yet happen, mate. Not a stream of it. But one thing I am, because I'm working on a project with a couple of people, and in time, not even too far down the track, in fact, one thing we are looking at doing is putting songs that at the moment, we're getting our song list populated, so to speak. And at the moment, we've got about an hour's worth of music, although that's at the demo level in terms of you've still got to flesh the tracks out in certain ways to get the right full sound, yada, yada, yada. Also, we are changing from those demo tracks to creating they'll be longer, because the guitarist we've gotten in would like to do a bit more solo work, or have a bit more time on the solos, which is fine. Anyway, point being that we'll certainly be looking at having what we want to do is get regular uploads of our music. So once you've got them all done, we'd be uploading one a week, and you would indeed get to hear and maybe even see the big man play his bass. And yeah, other things I have suggested and would be a big advocate to the lads for would be, if we did that, it would be worth considering once we've gotten like enough songs down, even doing a live stream of a band practice. If you're just doing it like getting ready for a show, and it's pretty much just the songs we're going to be playing, and we're just adding the polish, live stream of that could be very popular if you've got enough people. Because we're going to put our songs on Spotify as well, and do live shows and stuff. So yeah, it's quite a bit going on that front in actuality. So yeah, I don't know if I've answered a wee bit too much there, or whether that's just an interesting amount of detail, but there you go. Now, let's see. I'm just taking that for it. What I'll do. I won't be adding the sound effect though. I'll just be letting the brush do that. What I might consider. I took out the little bit that was, of course I did, dummy. Yeah, that's funny. There was a little bit that goes, just goes. Oh, you guys wouldn't know that reference. It's from what year, what decade was that? 1980s, 1990s? Can't remember which. But it was a show called 1980s. Australian comedy show called The Comedy Company, and they had this character named Kylie Mole. And a big line was with reference usually to teachers, and she just goes, she goes, whatever she's rabbiting on about at the time. Which is pretty much the way most teenagers operate. Let's not be shy now. Certainly my lived experience, both associating with them and having been one. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Eighth. Yeah, if the same, you stay in there. Get that back into there. Whoops, daisy. And once we've got these ones masked, we'll have to figure out exactly. I know where some of the masking here needs to go. As to where all of it goes, that's a whole nother story. Bing. Now, meanwhile, aside from my bass playing escapades, I still working on movie script based on a book I've done. Also got other books in progress. I keep myself busy. There we go. There we go. Alrighty, next. I'm just humming about something there, but we'll leave that. Worry about that later. Now, cheese and ham, but not spam. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. That's the that's Enter Sandwich. I'm kind of hungry. Will I have a cheese and ham sandwich? No, I won't, because I've got it. Well, don't have any ham, just for starters. Have cheese. Have a lot of cheese. Different cheeses. Jesus, Las Vegas. Oh dear. But also would need bread. I don't really want to do a cheese and ham. Actually, I had a really yummy cheese and ham toasty the other day. Oh, that was a bit special. Now, this is almost the wheels done. Excellent. Or the wheel rims, anyway. Then we get to this little interior spot here. Then we can get down to business. Oop, oh, that's the way I want it. Now, just loosening my fingers up a bit. Getting a bit of, there we go. Eeyore. There we go. There we go. Right. That's them ready. Now, where's our assembly sheet so we can just check our painting or masking spots? Right. All right. Got it sorted. So, what we want to keep clear, quite a lot actually. The floor is going to be dark grey, apart from those two patches there. We're going to mask off all the seats right the way around there, but just that little boot area will be dark grey. It's pretty much the drill. So, yeah, pretty straightforward op at the end of the day. As far as the masking goes, you would think. Now, let me just, I see. Set the blind band. That's the whole lot that colour is. So let's just check that. No, I don't reckon it would be, actually. Oh no. What I'm looking at here is this and the central console, but the central console gets put on top of this. So by this, I'm talking about that central area there. So that's not going to matter so much so long as I keep the rest of the relevant areas clear. Now. All right, we're going to go. Right, first, the easy stuff. We're just going to go straight across here. All right. So that's going to cover that. And we come just down to the sides there. Let me just get some feeling back in my fingers for a moment. Now, we're going to go down here. That's probably way too much tape. It is way too much tape, but that's fine. There we go. Now, next, we go down. Not quite. Of course, bearing in mind that the difference I'm really masking up here is not that great in the first place, but never mind. It'll actually, I know that, I mean, there is a difference, quite a significant colour difference, but you know. Yeah, now. Oh, hello, caffeine, my old friend. It's time to drink with you again. Now, next, our chairs. Now, how do I wish to go about this one? Ding, 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 ding. Bow, bow. I see, said the blind man. Okay, so this area here. No, I'd kind of prefer to keep that. I see the issue. Another cunning plan. All right. Now, might want to cut this a bit. Despite it being a Sunday, I do need to be a little aware of the time because I'm jamming. I hope you like jamming too. Hey. and I want to get down the shops so that don't have to go when it's scorching hot. It's going to be 36 today. So yeah. All right, now it's going to be a bit of a process, of course. I can see straight away there's going to be a bit of blue tack involved in this, and that's fine. Now, delay. Actually, someone should quickly check. No messages that I need to be aware of. Mind you, I don't think anybody would message me before 9, and it's before 9 currently. Now, just that dark red, give it a bit more of a shake, just to slowly get things up to speed, so as we don't have to go and spend hours shaking when we're. I'll see how that pigment. I tell you. Actually, you know what I could do whilst we're doing some masking? I've got a start on it, but what I'm going to do. Can I prop that up? Oh, hang on. How much thinner have I got at the moment? Oh, probably enough. I'm just looking for when we start airbrushing, which I'm hoping we can get done today. Yeah, that'll work. Now, I don't mind if it cuts down to. No, I prefer to get the airbrushing done. What's the time now? Maybe. We'll see how we go. So I do need to finish in about half an hour, I'd say. Maybe a bit more. So I'm doing that the wrong way around. Just do that way around. Now, there will of course be touch-ups and tidy-ups. This is fine. Why have I done that? Dear, oh dear, Rob. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Actually, there we go. Whenever I'm got to do my oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, I'm actually, whilst it might sound, for those who are familiar, I know David is, similar to Windsor Davies as the Sergeant Major in It Ain't Half Hot, Mum. What I'm actually ripping it from is from a British show, Yes Minister. And one stage, for those, for those who are familiar, there's a construction that's going down that the minister is responsible for, but that Humphrey's, and it's gone pear-shaped in the finances area. And Humphrey's keeping it from the minister. And Anyway, as far as the minister knows, thinks it's a great thing that's happening. It's actually a disaster. And once he's on the radio, and during the discussion, this unionist chips out with just that, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And to me, that is pure gold. Just as a textbook bit of that's a Welsh sort of an accent, I guess. Actually, David, you'd be able to help me with that one. That's how it sounds to me, anyway. And yeah, pretty much as the minister for breakfast. Hang on, come here. Now, then comes the sides of the chairs. Now, something I can consider is, now, am I going to be I'm not going to be needing this sprue, really. Why the hell am I letting it stay there? All it's going to do is get in the way. So, yeah. Now, rub them, there we go. Having put tape here already, it's not helping the cause, is it? That's okay. That's okay. Come here. We're still good up. Yeah, that's going to make doing the sides much easier now, isn't it? Who would have thought, Rob? Brain of a duck, you know. Now, whilst the tape is going to make filing up there impossible, might as well give that a connection. That's pretty smooth straight away, but we'll give it a file anyway. Yes, we will. Now, zip, 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 zip. I wonder what colour that is. Power of curiosity compels me. That will ultimately be where is it? I'll get very grumpy if it turns out to be. I don't think it'll be dark grey. I'm just checking for my own peace of mind is the right phrase to use or term to use, but we'll roll with that. Aha. Not telling this right now. Ah, I see why. Okay. What happens here, that will be visible, but I'll still want to know as to, at some stage I'll be putting some colour there, you would think, just to, but I can quickly check actually for my own edification. So now that I've removed that, give me a moment. I might just be getting, oh, there we go, okay. Nah, totally unnecessary to do anything other than that. Boom. As you can see. Yeah, it's, and in the particular instance of the scene that I have relayed to you, it is it somehow adds some weight to the sarcasm that is delivered. Don't ask me how. It does. That's all I'm able to say on the subject matter. It's a bit like whenever I'm telling people this is something that's not going to happen for whatever reason. One of my favourite phrases to trot out is, and you'll soon pick the accent, or you might. No, 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 no. You shan't be having that. Yeah. After all, it's a nasty, filthy piece of behaviour. Yeah. That's why South African, in case you hadn't picked it. Yeah. We'll leave that one there, perhaps. I don't know. I remember there used to be some local DJs who they were sort of like actually a comedy act, not lighthearted. They actually did do stand up in their own sort of time. So as you can imagine, humour was a bit of a thing they utilised. They did a little thing called Choice Bro TAFE. Now, for the uninitiated, Choice Bro is a phrase often trotted out by Polynesians and Maori. I do pronounce that Maori. Anyway, point being that the big that's why it was Choice Bro TAFE. Ooh. But it was a multicultural place, and they had this South African character, Honsi. I would suggest they'd gone for Honsi because around that time, it's starting to get warm already, and I'm wondering if I'm going to do airbrushing. I might want to consider hitting the aircon. Yeah. Anyway, and whenever Honsi was disapproving of something, it would be a nasty, filthy thing. And yeah. It may be one of those things that perhaps if you heard, I may not be explaining it well, but it was funny. One of the things with Honsi was, again, as I said, if anything was bad, it was nasty and filthy. And at one stage, around that time, there was some problem with Australian submarines or some such. Excuse me, I'm trying to find the tape starting point. You will do it physically, perhaps. There we go. And Hansi was railing against the nasty, filthy Collins-class submarines. We shan't be having that. Yeah. Now, might need a couple of bits of tape here. Bit of a snip there. Bit more tape. Tape, tape, tape. Ba, ba, da, ba. Tape, tape, tape. Ba, ba, da, tape my car up. Tape my car up. Ow. Stop right there. If I'm not breaching copyright, I'm certainly breaching good taste. Now, delay. Now, yes, time. Taking away the moment. Oh dear, right? To make up the dull day. Ba, 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 ba. treasure and waste the hours in an half-found way. Yes. Actually, I find those lyrics very good. That's Pink Floyd's Time, that is. I actually encourage young people to listen to them. As to how many have followed that suggestion, I don't know. But I have said that to a few. After all, you don't want to end up living your life and then regretting having done nothing. Now then. Well, I think we'll just mask that up. Yeah, I'm thinking, sadly, that the amount of masking I'm doing, we are not going to get our painting done today. But that's okay. We can do that tomorrow. We can do a lot of hand brushing tomorrow, might be the geo. So airbrushing, clean, hand painting. Now tomorrow, do I have appointments? I have swimming I need to do. Beyond that, I should be able to linger for a while. So we can get quite a lot done, is the theory, or the plan. So let's see how we roll on that one, I guess. Now, we'll leave that there. And just trim a little. There we go. There we go. And what I might also do, just to facilitate a bit better access to, there we go, yeah, good. All right, getting there, slowly but surely. Now, where else did I want to go on this side part? Oh, here we go. Actually, what about that? Boom. Just a little bit there. Then there's that. And we do these bits. Dear, oh dear. So much to do. But tomorrow it'll be straight onto the airbrushing. And we can then do some hand brushing. So tomorrow is going to be a big day for the interior. But at least there'll be a lot of interior work done. Is the theory. Right. Getting there. Now, how wide is this in comparison to these? A bit too wide. What about this way? There we go. That'll work. One small detail. Give me a moment. Oh, it doesn't. Or does it? all the way up. That's all I needed to know. There's a point to where it could have been, do I stop there or there with the masking? And the answer is the further line. So now, whoops, days. Just lost my scissors. Give me a moment. Almost there. Up. It's been quite the saga. Oh, look at that. That's messy. Now, been a bit of a saga doing this one. Never mind. Trim that down a bit. It's taken way longer than I had anticipated. Never mind. Never mind. Now, two more bits of tape, and then I'm going to wind the stream up for today. As I said, tomorrow, this is getting done. That will be our first port call. I will clean the brush because you don't just let the airbrush sit. And once that's done, we'll move on to hand painting some of the interior as well. Boom. That is the plan, kids. That is the plan. Now, just even that up. More sirens. This is another reason why I'm looking forward to more wanting to move. The amount of sirens, don't get me wrong. I know there's nothing to be done for it, but because I live near a major intersection, I hear them all the time. And yeah, I remember a time when in my line of work, I could tell you how busy my night was by the number of sirens I was hearing. For those who don't know, I used to be a bouncer, and you'd be on the door, and yeah, the number of ambulances or cop cars that were doing their thing was telling you how busy the night was. Fun days. Now, okay. Now I've got to go because, as I said, I've got jamming I'm going to be doing soon, and I want to get some stuff done and dusted for before that, and also before the sun hits. So we'll have to get the airbrushing done tomorrow. That's okay, and we'll do some other work on the interior. All right. Thanks for watching, though. I do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow. Now, for any first-time viewers out there, time for you to hit that magic button. Follow, like, subscribe. You know you want to. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. Follow, like, subscribe. Yeah, finally. Tomorrow, which is again, as I said, we'll do the airbrushing on that one. My pleasure, David. We'll do the dark grey. We'll do some hand painting because, of course, for that I don't need to. The masking is a bit. Well, actually, what we'll probably do is find other parts of dark grey and start hitting them. That would seem an appropriate time to do so, in fact. Get all the dark grey done, move on to our next bits. All right. Well, all of that being said, all that is really left for me to say is that I will be back tomorrow. I will expect at a similar sort of a time. So at the end of the day, I'll be back tomorrow at a similar kit time and the same kit channel. Hopefully I'll catch you good people then. See yous.